My name is Agnes Totoa, Agnes Totoa. Um, I don't like the Swedes because we always have to move, and being that we have so many things, and I have my grandkids with me, and you know, it's hard. Sometimes I cry, and I feel like giving up. I don't like the sweeps because I feel like they're always out to get us. It's never, we can never like live a happy life. It's always something, when it comes to sweeps. We have to move so far sometimes just to get somewhere to stay or sleep. And my heart goes out to my kids, my grandkids. I don't really care about me and my husband because we're older and we can do for ourselves. But my grandkids, especially my grandkids, because my daughter, when she was pregnant, I told her, I said, I'm sorry that we have to live like this, that my grandson has to be in this world, and we have to live. He has to see all this. He has to live this kind of life as he's been raised up. But, it is what it is. We can't help, but we just try our best to get through the day and do whatever we can, just to live out here. And I feel that people look at us like we're losers. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of these sweeps. I tell my husband, I'm tired. I'm tired of moving. I'm tired of everybody just picking on us. I hate being homeless. I do. And I thought that we would get a place when we were staying in the shelter, but it didn't happen that way. It's like we ended up back out of here, and I still, like, from this day on, I still don't have a place. And I called the housing asking them about my application. They kept saying they lost my application. They had lost my application. So I was like, well, I don't see a reason for me to go back and fill up an application, but they keep losing my application. How are they going to help me if they keep losing my application? Like I was saying, why can't they just look for somewhere, like an empty lot or somewhere that they're not using, and put us there, at least give us somewhere that we could go instead of chasing us everywhere. Because everywhere we go, it doesn't matter where, they always look for a reason to come and chase us or harass us. And it's like they don't want to help us. That's how I feel. And I just want them to leave us alone and at least show that they care. And I see a lot of empty places around here that they could have just at least put us into, and we could put up our tents and stuff, where we know that we could stay there and we won't be bothered. They won't have anybody chase us or sweeps, because we've lost a lot of things doing the sweep. Clothes, important documents. And that's because we have a certain time to move our things or they're going to take all our things. So we just throw everything, wherever we can and push it. And then when we get to where we're going, they still come and bother us. You know, it's like, I don't know why they chase us all over the place and then get there, they're chasing us from that place. It's like, we never get to rest. We always have to move, move, move. We stay together so that they can't, because they always say that you can't go here or we're gonna arrest you guys. So we all stay together so that there's a bunch of us so that they cannot arrest us, you know, because there's too much of us. So that's the reason why we stay together, and we stay together so that everybody can watch each other, you know, watch each other's back, make sure nobody comes in, mess with us or, you know, steal our stuffs. And a lot of times that I've been out here, I always feel like, what if somebody comes when we're sleeping, you know, you don't know what they can do to us, you know. But I have my grandkids to worry about. That's why my husband is always, a lot of times when we sleep, he doesn't sleep because he's staying up to watch us, watch our things. And my husband, I thank God that I have my husband because he works hard out here doing this, everything. You know, my husband is the one that, you know, a lot of people, they look up to him because we help a lot of people out here. Even though we're on the streets, we don't have much, but we try. We try to make everybody happy. We don't only feed ourselves, but we feed everybody we could feed. We share everything that we have. Because, you know, when I wasn't homeless, I used to see a lot of homeless people around. I used to be like, oh my gosh, look at all the homeless people. I used to do that. But now that I'm a homeless person, I don't do that. I'm like, wow, you know, I never thought I would be in this situation. But I am now. And a lot of people come and they see my grandkids. They come and give me money. There was a guy that came out here. He seen me and my grandson. He came and he asked me, is that your son? I said, no, it's my grandson. But he said, here, I want you to take this and go buy you guys something to eat, whatever you need, use that money. When he left, I looked at the money he gave me, it was $100. And I said, wow, you know, I thank God that there's people out there that cares. I have two of my grandsons. When they were born, we were on the streets. But my grandson here with me right now, he's been, my other grandson, they're in a house now. But he always tells me, I'm gonna take my nephew with me. I always tell him, no, just leave him. He's good, you know, we got him. Because I want my grandson to be with me. I will wish everything that's going on right now changes. I wish I get a place that I could go to, and I would like to know that my kids and my kids are happy. There's a lot of things that I want, but I know I can't have them all. But to me, my heart is, I just want my kids and my grandkids to be happy and enjoy life. Because they never did get to. My grandkids, they never got to enjoy it. I don't think they ever got to enjoy life. I couldn't even throw them a birthday party, Christmas. I couldn't even do that for them. But the reason why I feel so bad, because My grandkids never asked for this. They never uh, knew that they were going to be on the streets, be raised on the streets. I tell my kids every time, I'm sorry that my grandkids have to live this life. I can't do anything better for them, but I hope that one day God will bless us with a place and make their life happy again. I went to Virginia because I got tired of all this stuff. I went to Virginia to be with my daughter and my grandkids. I left my son and my grandson, and this my grandson over here and my other daughter here. They were still on the streets when we left. But when I got to Virginia, I couldn't sit still. I call here every day to check on my kids. They were okay. Did you eat? And there's days where I call here and my kids were like, Mom, I'm hungry. I'm starving, I'm thirsty. And I said, well, where is everybody that said they were going to be there for you guys? They tell us, don't worry, we got your kids back. I said, so where are they now? That's the whole reason why I came back here. I said, my husband, I cannot sit up here and live a happy life while my kids are still on the streets with my grandkids. But the reason why I left them here, because they didn't want to come with us. They didn't want to come with us. I begged them. When I came back here, everybody asked me, why did you guys come back? I said, I had to come back. My kids were out here. And I found out that my daughter got stabbed. I was so miserable. I thought my daughter was gonna die. I was worried about my grandkids. They were okay, they were safe. I said, my husband, I really believe those people that told us they were gonna watch out for our kids and our grandkids. But I guess I was wrong. When we turned our back, they did not care about our kids. And ever since I had kids, I promised myself I would never, ever put my kids in the situation that I was in as I was growing up. I would always make sure my kids were happy. Even though I couldn't do for them, I tried. I tried my best to do what's right for my kids, give them what they needed. I couldn't do much, but I tried. I can say I tried. Because, my kids were everything to me. And my husband, he knows that. He knows, he tells me all the time, you always worry about your kids. Everything to you is your kids. I said, because that's all I have, my kids.